Hi everyone, I'm Sahar Gharachorlou. I'm an author of 2 books, a life coach and a metaphysical therapist. I have worked with over 11,000 people doing energy work in terms of energy healing and also metaphysical therapies. My second book is titled as Because Time Does Not Heal, and it is about real case studies. Now, the topic of this video is also about healing and how healing and time actually have nothing to do with each other. I get these questions a lot in my workshops on social media and when people meet me in person, and they ask me why have I named the title of my book as Because Time Does Not Heal, because time is a healer and everyone says to give it time. For every situation we have been told forever that give it time and time will heal it. But actually time is an illusion, but that's a topic for another video perhaps. But let's say even if time as we understand it is an entity that will help you in healing, but how will time really help you heal? Time really has no capacity to heal anything. Time only can give you ample opportunities and many different opportunities as time goes by, every day, every moment, for you to actually take responsibility of your own healing. So as a metaphysical therapist, someone who has seen her own 873 past lives, has done a lot of inner child work and self, and also who has worked with almost 11,000 people with more than 900 workshops under my cap, I want to tell you something. Time does not heal anything because it simply has no capacity to heal anything. It's like you keep a dress in your cupboard where you cannot see it. Let's say it's towards the end of the cupboard and it's a deep cupboard, so you cannot see it. Now, after 10 years, if you open the cupboard and suddenly you see the dress, it will always be there. But the condition would have gone really bad because the material could have actually worn off, right? So time does not make things disappear. It can actually make them worse in quality. So whether it is a physical pain or an emotional pain or a spiritual pain or a mental challenge, it doesn't matter what it is. You can give it time, but time on itself cannot heal it. For me as a metaphysical therapist, I believe the whole process of healing starts and ends with responsibility. In the beginning, to be responsible and take responsibility of what has happened, where is your position in life, what kind of pain you're going through, how deep and intense the pain is, and how much is it affecting you, your environment, your life, and your ambitions, your dreams, your visions. And then to be able to take one step at a time while you remain kind and compassionate towards yourself and use time as a tool to actually every moment make yourself better and heal yourself and eventually completely heal your wound at whatever level it is. And once you have healed this, your healing again ends with a responsibility, because while you're in pain, it is difficult to be in charge of your life. But once you're healing, you've taken charge of your life, and once the healing finishes, you again need to take responsibility of your life and make sure that you are from now on in charge, and you will remain aware and you will not allow this pain to become a suffering by becoming a pattern in your life. So for me, healing is about taking responsibility, and time in itself has nothing to do with your healing. Because let's say if it is a physical wound, right? How do you address a physical wound? You have to remove the cause, clean the wound, then you will probably do the dressings, apply some medicine and do the dressing, and then you have to, tender to it, nurture it, and then only the heal will wound. How do you heal a broken heart? It's the same process. You don't sit on your emotions, you don't just forget about it, move from one relationship to another, and do things which to help you forget the pain, because you simply cannot forget the pain, and because it is not possible that any pain or suffering can be removed from your system without it being addressed. Now, how do we address any kind of wound, whether it is mental, emotional, physical, financial, relationship is? by first taking a responsibility and knowing, okay, this is where I stand, this is what has happened, and this is how exactly I feel, and this is the intensity of how I feel. And then taking the responsibility to de-layer your emotions, to understand what parts did you play, how could you change it. If the same thing happens to you again, how can you deal with it? Learn from your environment. So basically, you need time to be able to introspect, reflect upon the situation, know your position, and then be able to strengthen your own self to be able to take charge of the healing process. Once you have understood where you are and how this is and what all are the possibilities, either on yourself or with the help of a therapist or a healer, you can actually address it. You need to address your emotional, mental, financial, spiritual wounds and pains and suffering in the same way you would address a physical wound. It is as simple as that. You can't be sitting on emotions of anger, hate, sadness, grief and suppress them, because with time they don't become better, or they don't just simply go away from your system. They just become deeper and deeper, and they become messier and uglier. It's like you have a dustbin in your house and for 10 days you've just kept on dumping things and then you forget it. But after, let's say, 100 days or 1 year, when you take the lid off, the whole house will be smelling, because it's going to be really, really bad and it is going to stink. So similarly, our pains and suffering will sting. And why is it that if you don't address your pain, it will keep reoccurring? Is because simply universe has no space for pain and suffering. So if you're going through something which is unpleasant, which is painful, which has almost become like a suffering, the universe will keep bringing this issue back to you right on your face till one day you address it. You become so tired of it and you become so helpless of carrying this baggage with you that you finally decide to wake up, get up, pull up your socks and finally do the work and heal it and remove pain and suffering from your system. Now the flip side of this is that the more you keep the pain and suffering and your issues and challenges inside, you actually start functioning from that frequency. Your vibration will become slower, you become denser, you become more negative. And as per the law of attraction, which is one of the universal laws, you cannot help it but to attract similar frequencies to you. Hence, you will recreate the situation. You will have more pain, you will have more suffering, you will have recurring patterns till you finally decide to heal it. So the entire whole process of healing is about taking responsibility, becoming aware, addressing the pain, nurturing yourself and also the situation and where you are in the situation, and then taking charge either on your own or with the help of someone and removing the pain, the cause of the pain, and actually addressing the whole thing again, right? So this is how the whole process of healing works. Please do not depend on time. Time only gives you time to evaluate the situation, to take charge, to be kind to yourself, to go seek help, to reflect, to, open yourself to someone, find someone you can trust so that you can, get help from them, get support from them. This is the only way time can help. But if you think on its own time is going to come and heal everything, and one day after 10 years you will wake up and your broken heart or your broken relationship or your addiction is gone, it is not going to happen. You have to take responsibility, you have to take charge, and there is a process like anything else in this universe that you have to follow in order to heal yourself. Now the methods and techniques of healing can be different. Some things can be worked through energy work, which I call the manipulation of the energy, which is where we address the chakras, the energy system, we use affirmations or statements, and we try to manipulate the energy. However, unless we address the root cause of something, if the wound is deep, then it is with just energy manipulation. We are just rotating the pain. We are just manipulating energy to feel better. It is important to find and address the root cause of the issue in order to be able to heal it. I hope this video helps and it has answered your question about healing and the process of healing, and I hope I have busted the myth that time is a healer and time will heal you, because it genuinely does not. And I also want to tell you, even though it sounds a difficult process, and it may be difficult, I don't want to make things sugar coated and tell you, oh, everything is going to be hunky-dory and the moment you start healing your life will change. No, it's not like that. But by the end of your healing, the amount of ease and the amount of peace that actually encompasses your life is really worth it. I hope you will like this video and it will serve you, and I don't know where you are in life and what is happening, but I wish and I pray that you find the right person, the right process, the right technique, and more so you find yourself and heal yourself. God bless.